Hi friends, my name is Melanie. Thanks for joining us for KidPoint Online. This month, we're talking about forgiveness, deciding that someone who has wronged you doesn't have to pay. We'll start the month with an interesting moment from Jesus' life, which is found in Luke 7. We find Jesus at the home of a Pharisee. While Jesus was there, a woman with a bad reputation stopped by with an expensive jar of perfume. She cried and used her tears to wash Jesus' feet, then anointed them with perfume. The Pharisee was upset that Jesus would let a woman like this near him. Jesus responded with a parable to explain why this woman had honored him so much. She understood something about forgiveness that the Pharisees had missed. Bottom line, everyone needs forgiveness. Before we jump into our story, it's time to worship. Everyone stand on your feet. Let's get ready to praise Jesus.
One word and the dark became light. I believe it, yeah. You spoke my name and my heart came to life. I believe it, yeah. I wanna sing about it, I wanna scream and shout it. I'm gonna sing it right now. At the top of my lungs I sing. With all of my heart I will praise you. God, you are every day in my life. I believe it, yeah. You're all I need, always here by my side. I believe it, yeah. I wanna sing about it, I wanna scream and shout it. I wanna sing it right now. At the top of my lungs I sing. With all of my heart I will praise you. God, you are everything. You're the reason that I lift my voice. At the top of my lungs I sing. With all of my heart I will praise you. God, you are everything. You're the reason that I lift my voice. At the top of my lungs. Yeah, at the top of my lungs. At the top of my lungs. I'm gonna scream it, oh, I'm gonna shout it. I'm gonna sing it out. At the top of my lungs. I'm gonna scream it, oh, I'm gonna shout it. I'm gonna sing it right now. At the top of my lungs I'll sing. With all of my heart I will praise you. God, you are everything. You're the reason that I lift my voice. At the top of my lungs I'll sing. With all of my heart I will praise you. God, you are everything. You're the reason that I lift my voice. At the top of my lungs I'll sing. With all of my heart I will praise you. God, you are everything. You're the reason that I lift my voice. At the top of my lungs. At the top of my lungs. Yeah, at the top of my lungs. Here we go.
Well, this is how I praise ya. I throw my hands up to you, my Savior. I'm gonna stand up and give you everything, 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 all that I am. Yeah, this is how I praise ya.
guys have had an interesting day.
Not really. Haven't done much. What have we done?
You got a story for us today, Kellen?
Of course.
Seriously, I can't remember anything about the
Then
show.
take it away.
You know, there's nothing like being given a do-over, a fresh start, a clean slate, which is what today's Bible story is all about. It is a story about when Jesus was invited to have dinner at a home of a Pharisee named Simon. A Pharisee was an expert in God's law. They loved rules, which is great, but sometimes they thought that they were better than other people. But still, Simon invited Jesus, so Jesus went to dinner at Simon's house. Now, there was a woman in town who had lived a sinful life. She heard Jesus was close by, so she went to the house, found Jesus, and did something a little unusual. She started to clean Jesus' feet. Well, I'm pretty sure they did not have vacuum cleaners, but the woman did sit on the floor and clean Jesus' dirty, sandaled feet. And not with a bowl of water and a washcloth. She washed Jesus' feet with her own tears and dried them with her own hair. Yep, you heard me right, with her own hair. And before you wonder if this was a common practice back then, it was not. She also kissed Jesus' feet and poured perfume on them. She was truly honored to be in the presence of Jesus. On the other hand, Simon was not okay with what he saw happening in his house. He said to himself, if Jesus really were a prophet, he'd know the woman touching him was a sinner. So, Jesus told Simon a story about two different people who owed a man money. One owed the man 50 coins and one owed 500 coins. Neither person had enough money to pay the man back. So, the man let both people go without paying. So whether they owed 50 coins or 500 coins, they were off the hook. They were both forgiven. After the story, Jesus asked Simon, which of the two people would love the man more? The one who owed 50 coins or the one who owed 500? Simon replied, I suppose the one who owed the most money. Yup, good answer. Jesus turned to the woman who had washed his feet and said to Simon, do you see this woman? I came into your house. You did not give me any water to wash my feet, but she wet my feet with her tears and wiped them with her hair. You did not give me a kiss, but this woman has not stopped kissing my feet since I came in. You did not put olive oil on my head, but she has poured this perfume on my feet. So I tell you this, her many sins have been forgiven. She has shown that she understands this by her great acts of love. But whoever has been forgiven only a little loves only a little. Boom. After that, Jesus told the woman her sins were forgiven because of her faith. The woman knew what it felt like to truly be forgiven, and she had to show Jesus how unbelievably grateful she was. What'd you think, fellas?
I gotta say, feet always weird me out. But her just doing that for Jesus without a second thought of what the other people in the room might think, that's pretty incredible.
Yeah, that just proves how grateful she was to be forgiven. Oh, yeah. You know, I don't think I'm always that grateful, even though I've been forgiven a lot.
It's true. All of us are a work in progress. We all need forgiveness sometime.
Yeah, I need forgiveness every day. Like even today when I was making Brandon dance like a cat.
You were what?
Yeah, that's a great story, Kellen.
Thanks, guys. I'll see you next time.
Dance like a cat?
Yeah. You know how sometimes when you type something in a typewriter and the things you type actually start happening.
That's not a thing.
Okay.
What?
Reveal the question. Oh, hey, the question is, what does it feel like to be forgiven? Let's find out. Brandon, do you forgive me for having a little fun at your expense today?
So weird. Yeah, I forgive you.
It feels good.
Totally. When you have something hanging over your head that you know you should ask forgiveness for, it really does weigh you down. And when that weight is lifted, it's an incredible feeling.
Yeah, all of us should know what it feels like to be forgiven. When Jesus died on the cross, he paid the price for all of our sins.
So be grateful for how loving and how forgiving God is.
Yeah, and we'll see you next week for a brand new show.
Let me see that thing.
Uh-oh.
John enters, playing the spoons and rake dancing.
You can take my chips, but you can never take my talkies!
Still delicious.